Rajo, 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 Katipunan, Rajo, Katipunan, Rajo, Katipunan, Rajo, 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 Katipunan, Rajo, Katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpa at tama. Buhay atin sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng pera. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, Katipunero sugo. Todo sa kayod, tulong at tulong. Lipad na Blue Eagle, galing hiding at tigil.
Atin yan! Catch the latest news about the latest happenings in and around the Ateneo. Atin yan! Be in the know and get to know persons and personages in the Ateneo. Atin yan! Atin yan! Ateneo yan! Atin yan! Fly high, Blue Eagle fly! Atin yan! Catch the latest news about the latest happenings in and around the Ateneo. Atin yan! Be in the know and get to know persons and personages in the Ateneo. Atin yan! Atinian! Ateneo yan! Atin yan! Basil Valdez, the Apo Hiking Society, Parokya ni Edgar, Bukas Palad, the Ateneo Glee Club, and many more. All homegrown talents at the Ateneo de Manila University. Get to know the current music environment at the Ateneo. Tune in to Himig Ateneo. Himig Ateneo. Listen to the Blue Eagles sing. Himig Ateneo. This is your stop for all things pop. Catch our all-around pop culture geek, Chola Sediaren, as he throws in some dose of what's poppin' and what's hot in the pop culture scene here on Popcorn. Munchin' with us every Thursdays from 4 to 6, only here on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. Good take! Want to hear our take on all your favorite filmy things? Tune in to Clapback, the radio show for film critics, production news, pop culture, and social commentary. Serving as a place for our voice in our cinematic universe. Hosted by the Loyola Film Circle, Wednesdays at 5 p.m. Only here on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. Action! All caps, mga Atinista! It's time to level up! Your top variety program showcasing the best in media and other fields. As we feature the most loved personalities and the best practices of what we truly refer to as Magis. Together with multi-awarded multimedia guru Mr. Noel Ferrer, let's all level up every Fridays from 3 to 6 p.m. here on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Level up!
Radyo Katipunan. Radyo Katipunan. Radyo Katipunan. Radyo Katipunan. Radyo Katipunan. Sa Blue Eagle kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay Atenista sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng kwela. Radyo Katipunan. Radyo Katipunan. Radyo Katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, Katipunero sugod, todo sa kayod, tulong at tulog. Lipat na Blue Eagle, kaning giting nagigil. Blue and white, one big fight.
latest news about the latest happenings in and around the Ateneo. Atin yan. Be in the know and get to know persons and personages in the Ateneo. Atin yan. Atin yan. Ateneo yan. Atin yan.
Fly high, Blue Eagle fly.
Okay, all right, okay, so we're on air, I think, at this point, and we're just about ready to go. It's 2:12 in the afternoon. Today is a Thursday, the 8th day of May, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right? No, 7th. Is it? I've lost all sense of time. Well, anyway, welcome. It's a Thursday, and at this time at 2 p.m., we join you from Radyo Katipunan 87.9. Of course, still coming to you on air, but in our respective houses. And welcome to Atin yan. Ito po ang palatuntunang naggagabay sa inyo at sumasama sa inyo sa lahat ng mga pangyayaring nagaganap na tumutukoy siyempre sa ating pamantasang Ateneo de Manila University. Magandang hapon. Ako si Cholo Malilin, one of the hosts, and we're still waiting on Chris to come on the air with us. But he'll be joining us in just a while. A lot of things happening, of course, all around us, as we know that well, we are still very much in the thick of the enhanced community quarantine. Today is a very auspicious day. Hello, Chris. Welcome. There you go. So you're on the air with us. That man is on here. Good afternoon. All right. I was just saying that today it seems from certain posts that I've seen that we are celebrating something that has to do with the nurses. I don't know if it's like a national nurses day or a national nurses week, but I saw a couple of my nurses who are friends and relatives celebrating. So of course, we salute you and we thank you for all of the service that you give us. Whether or not this is a special occasion for you, every day we should give you honor. All of the frontliners, all of you are facing the challenges of this COVID-19 crisis. All right. And speaking of the COVID-19 crisis, today we have a jam-packed show. Kung napapanood niyo po ang aming Zoom, and you will see that we have a lot of guests with us today. All right, Chris, maybe we can introduce one of them, the main proponent of the project that we are going to talk to you about this afternoon for Atin yan.
All right. So again, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Sorry, I was late. Na some connectivity issues, but here we are, and I'm happy to see so many young faces, no, including Cholo Malilin's very
Thank
young
you.
face.
Ayan. salamat na hindi mo na ako nakalimutan.
Of course, no. But really, no, I hope our listeners can actually join us through our FB. No, para they can see also the very fresh young faces of our guests today. But I'll start by introducing well, apelido pa lang niya, kailangan natin siya unahan. Kasi di maunahan.
That's right. All right.
And she's leading this team of young millennials, all right? And so Cholo mentioned earlier, no, that we're celebrating some sort of a nurse day or nurses week.
It's a sort of the nurses are celebrating, and we celebrate them.
And we celebrate them definitely, especially these times. And so today we'll be hearing about stories that have been happening during the past almost 2 months, no, of the ECQ, the CQs, lockdowns in some places, no, but we'll be hearing about stories that have not just been, I guess, hindi lang yung mga kwento-kwento or chismis, but actually hopeful stories, all right? And we call this the COVID Diaries. No? COVID Diaries.
Yes.
For those who might have seen this, and you might have seen their Facebook group, napakaganda ng font. It's very endearing, nakakagaan ng pakiramdam, no? And so we have with us, 5, I guess, of the team members. No? But I'll introduce the head, and then maybe later on we'll have the others introduce themselves. No?
That's right.
Okay. All right. So we'll start with, as we mentioned, Miss Dor Di Maunahan. Dor, please wave. Kita ka naman na.
Hi, Miss Darlene.
Hi, Dor.
Hi.
Ayan.
Hi,
There you go.
Yes, no. Dor, we have a write-up of Dor, but it's amazingly packed and long, no? So,
And there are a lot of acronyms attached to her name, which is very impressive. Okay, but maybe she'll tell us more about that later.
yes, no, but I guess, bakit nasa atin yan si Dor and the team of COVID Diaries? So currently, Dor is also faculty of the John Bocumway School of Management in the Leadership and Strategies program, all right, no? And she leads this team of young millennials who have put together COVID Diaries, all right? Also, so pangunahan na namin, Dor, no, kanina din sa chat namin, we also know you do hostings and you also have a show of your own, no? So maybe you could be our correspondent for JG Som. Pwede?
Ayan na. Meron ka ng assignment with us for Radyo Katipunan. We designate you as our official field correspondent for the School of Management. Alright. Si
Atin yan ito eh. The show is really intended to spread out throughout the entire community of Ateneo and its networks, no? But for today, again, we'll be talking about COVID Diaries, and we'll turn the floor over to Dor for a while to introduce the other members. All right. Go ahead, Dor.
Okay, so hi everyone. It's very nice to be with Chris and also with Michael.
Cholo.
Cholo na lang. There you go.
Cholo na lang, Cholo. And of course, I'm also proud to be part of the Ateneo family. And we're very grateful that you are featuring us in Radio Katipunan. To all the nurses out there, happy National Nurses Day. And it's also important to acknowledge all of our frontliners. So basically, just to let you know a little more of our advocacy, it's called COVID Diaries, a millennial collaboration. So from the name itself, it really presupposes that indeed we are millennials, that's number one, and we decided to collaborate all our strengths. All right, so each of us has a particular strength in the core team. We started as a team of 5 to 6, and then now we've grown to about 10. And it's amazing because this advocacy has actually allowed people to share more. Okay, we wanted to be a digital platform wherein people who are afraid to open up could just write to us. And in the same way, we are reaching out to them by conducting interviews. So we're also working, well, not really 24/7, but more than 8 hours just to make sure that we deliver the news. The unique thing about this COVID Diaries is that we don't just deliver them per se. We do it creatively because at first we were thinking millennials and the other generations would be our target, but fortunately we've also had the baby boomers, the Gen Xers, and we're very happy for their support. Of course, everything does come from them. So perhaps I'd like to introduce the rest of the team who's here,
Okay.
as I was assigned to do. Yeah. So again, my name is Darlene. I'm the founder and editor-in-chief of COVID Diaries, the Millennial Collaboration. And with me is our creative director, Mr. Migs Guevara. Hi,
Hi, Migs.
Hey, Migs.
Miss Lorraine Yu, lead researcher and lead correspondent. But I'm not sure if she's already in. Mr.
She's there.
Mendoza.
She's here. Hi, Lane.
Hi, Lorraine.
Hi.
Yeah, she's here. And then Miss Diane Mendoza, our lead writer and project manager.
Hi,
And
Diane.
one of the newest members of the team, Miss Trisha Baranda, who's our video editor. So here's a scoop,
Hi,
okay?
Trish.
You started reading, just reading and seeing still photos. But what we have in store for you from today onwards would be videos. They're actual videos of people. So it would really touch your emotions, right? Because if you watch people and hear from them, the more you'd really, be hopeful in this situation. So that's what we have for you.
Okay.
And we really hope that everyone is enjoying. Even your kind words earlier about the font and everything. Well, that's really something for us already, starting from that. So yeah, that's basically the team. We have more. We also have translators. We have partner companies. They can't make it right now, sadly. And of course, we also have 2 members from the core team who are also part of Ateneo de Manila University. But they're doing their personal stuff right now. So it's really a collaboration. Why? Because we come from different schools, right? If we were just to represent one school, then we won't be able to collaborate per se. But we want to really represent everyone who's in the millennial generation. So that's how it came about.
Can the our other friends just give a quick background of what school you're from, and para hindi na ma-reveal yung age kasi medyo sensitive kami ni Cholo dyan eh.
Definitely, you are much younger than us. I can see it from your faces. You're very fresh-faced.
Buti na lang they collaborate daw with Gen Xers and older millennials.
Doon nga ako eh. Thank you for including my generation, Miss Darlene. Gen Xer, proud Gen Xer ako eh. All right.
Yeah.
Yes,
Maybe you could tell us the school you're from and then your batch, no? And then a little something lang, just para kwentuhan din naman to. Sige,
maybe let's start with Migs.
Migs.
Hi guys, I'm from De La Salle University taking up business management.
So you're a current student?
Yeah, I'm a current student.
Oh, wow, okay.
Wow.
I'm in my third year right now. Yeah.
And what high school were you from, Migs?
I was from the School of Mandaluyong.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. So Migs is currently with De La Salle. All right. Shout out to our friends in De La Salle.
And Migs is the creative director for this project. All right.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Next
let's go to Diane.
Okay. Hello, Diane.
Hi.
Yeah, we're classmates right now.
Okay, so you're both juniors, no?
Okay.
Okay.
Baka something lang we can do something with Diane's audio. Baka lang it's your laptop mic, or we sort of can't quite hear you. So baka you can adjust your levels there. But welcome. So Diane is also from DLSU. So you're batchmates, Migs?
No,
Okay.
higher batch.
Higher batch.
She's already graduating, so
I see. Okay.
she's supposed to graduate at this lockdown. So
All right. So
Oh.
March, this May.
Congratulations.
Congratulations,
So,
Diane.
Diane is the lead writer and also is the project manager for the COVID Diaries, the Millennial collaboration. And next up, we have Trish. I think I see Trish. There you go. Maybe
Trish
you can.
Miranda.
There you go. Hi, Trish.
Hi, Trish.
Trish Miranda from DLSU also. I'm currently second year and actually I'm blockmates with Lorraine.
Okay.
So I'm
All right.
All right.
Thanks. And Trish is in this group, at least she's the youngest. You're the youngest, right?
no, I'm actually 20.
You're just 1 year younger than me. Okay.
Sabi ko nga, hindi tayo nagkakalayo lahat. All right. Very good, Trish. Trish, you are the video guy. I mean, the video person, di ba? You produce the video materials for this channel. Tama ba?
I help links po for the editings, like the creative side po of COVID Diaries.
All right. Thank you for joining us. And finally, we have Miss Lorraine. Hi, Lorraine. You.
Hello, I'm Lorraine Yu. How are you guys? Good afternoon.
We're good. Thank you for joining us.
Ang
And you
lambing ng
are.
boses ni Lorraine.
Ha? Ay, no.
Oh, di ba?
I would place my bet on Lorraine being the youngest in the group. Tama ba ako?
Yes po.
Ayun.
I'm 19 years old po.
Ayun. Teenager pa si Lorraine. And you are from what school?
I come from
Also from
De La Salle University,
De La Salle.
Manila. I am blockmates with Trisha. We're studying the same course and our professor happens to be Miss Dor also.
Ayun.
Oh, okay.
So, mentoring in action and brainwashing in action. Good job, Dor.
They're all your students, Darlene, itong your team.
Yeah, most of them, even the ones from Ateneo. So of course, I had to start with the circle first
That's
because
right.
it's really my advocacy to mentor and see students grow. So I've seen a lot of strengths in them, and well, from the output, you can see that that's basically them. Yeah, it's really that. And then, friends from the same circles that introduced. So we grew, but we just meet for now. So we are really looking forward to meet the rest of the team in person. But that, we just don't know when that will be.
Yes. Question lang, Dor. Nasaan yung mga tenista?
Oh, right now, they're a little busy. They're working.
Busy?
On their, yeah.
Clearance day kasi ngayon sa LS.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, one of them is Richie. Richie is, hi to Richie. She's also the lead writer, but she handles the local news.
Okay.
Because
All right.
Diane is the lead writer for global news. But then we had to eventually shift or adjust or disrupt our operations in such a way that we also had to do multiple tasks. And Diane is doing all the organization of social media. As for Chris, hi Chris, he's watching now. Chris is really the back office guy. So
What's his last name?
Christopher Goff.
Chris Go.
Yes. Yeah, he's he's in charge of the transcriptions, so that's what he's doing now. We've done a lot of interviews, I think more than 20, from local individuals. We have COVID patients, foreigners, even those from Visayas areas, and the frontliners as well. So that's what he's busy right now with.
All right, let's go to the project itself, Miss Darlene. Maybe you can bring us back to what was the original impetus of this initiative? What sort of drove you to, I guess, come up with this very worthwhile project? So it's called the COVID-19 Diaries, the Millennial collaboration. Okay, so how did this start up?
All right. So in radio, I'm actually known to be a millennial strategist. And, I teach and I love millennials. Okay. I also do talks on how to handle millennials as well.
Okay.
And, I'm known as the millennial partner. So that millennial term has always been a part of me. And even during this time, that was in March, there were still classes. So I did try to find or ask through our groups who would be interested. But at that time, I just thought of documenting because, in our schools, research is something that we do. So I just thought of documenting them first. And then from there, we did research first. We didn't just jump into anything. There was planning, careful planning. There was research from March. And then, as a team, we decided to launch it on Easter Sunday. That's April 12th. We first had to study and come up with our own organizational structure. And in such a way, we also had to identify where we're good at. Okay, because, we have this motto in the group wherein we just chill, and that's one of our segments. We don't really push ourselves to, be stressed because we also value mental health, and that's one of the campaigns we have. So we just take it one day at a time, follow our goal, do our part to serve the community, work on our advocacy, and then that's just it. We learn. This is a learning curve. So we also make mistakes, but it's fine because no one's really perfect.
Okay. Yung so COVID Diaries is, I'm from my understanding, this is something you're doing alongside your other regular stuff. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
This is something during the ECQ.
Okay.
And well, to be honest, we did not expect that it would grow organically. So we're pretty happy that we're doing a good job.
Okay. And then, so who was the first person that you featured in your stories? And if you could share that story. Or maybe the others can also pitch in. No.
Yeah. Actually, Diane could share first, perhaps the write-ups, because we started with write-ups.
Yeah, you started with write-ups.
Yeah.
So our lead writer.
I think Diane.
Oh, we have to unmute Diane. All right, we gotta mute. There you go. Turn on your mic. There you go. Much better. We can hear you.
Yes. Right. Hi, Diane. Now we can hear your voice better.
Hi. Thanks. So from before, how we structure our features was more of like global setting. So we really want to see what's up with the other countries as well as ours. But recently, we restructured it into more personal because we think na sharing stories of people in a personal way really gets to connect with others more. And so I've also been doing a lot of interviews with many frontliners. And just to share, for me, it was really inspiring na, you get to hear these stories na it's hard for them, like logistically and also with the concerns on their health, and yet they still wake up every day and continue to serve. So I think as a team, that's one thing that really motivates us. Now we want to share and put out these stories for other people to know.
What was the first? Do you feature stories of specific people? Yes, I see Lorraine nodding there. Maybe Lorraine, you can tell us, how do you find these people? How do you sort through perhaps numerous submissions or whoever you find there?
Well, we make use of currently because we can't go out of our homes, right? Or otherwise there's like field work. But in field work, we really have to like go out there and then talk with the frontliners, talk with the people out there in the community. But here in COVID Diaries, in order to be able to reach someone or touch the life of someone and talk to them and actually make them share their stories with us, we use all online platforms as a mode to communicate with them. So we make use of text messaging, emails, Twitter accounts, Facebook accounts, personal connections, and when we go outside in the field, we also do a physical interview. So we actually feature a lot of people from Nepal, from India, from France, from different provinces in the Philippines. There's also a lot of people from the Luzon area, from Cebu, the Visayas area, and we're looking into featuring stories of coming from the people from Mindanao. So if there are any people in Mindanao, viewers out there from Mindanao, you can send a message to COVID Diaries PH on Facebook or Instagram, and we'll be happy to listen to your stories in order to be able to be the voice of your experiences to the people around the Philippines and around the world.
Okay.
All right. Maybe just to go back to Miss Darlene, because you actually started this project. I don't know if it was actually an offshoot because I know that you've already been hosting for a program called Upstart Nation, and this is also an online radio show. I think similar to what we're doing now. I don't know if that also served as an inspiration, like hearing some stories on that show, and then probably thinking that these are really inspiring. These are stories that should be out there. Other people should hear these types of stories. What was challenging for you, I guess, in sifting through all of the different material that you were seeing or that you were hearing about? How would you be able to choose which stories would be the ones that would have the biggest influence, I guess, Miss Darlene?
All right. So basically, I also host every Sunday in Startup Nation. We feature startups and also experts. But that's a little bit different because we talk about the life cycle of a business. We actually stopped airing because we decided that we wanted to go to do this there in the studio.
I see.
But instead, I do have other shows as well on a Sunday, but it's also in radio. And it also features foreign businesses as well. So, well, for me, the inspiration is just, I don't know. One day I woke up and I just realized that, hey, I want to do something. And, I was in touch with the students. We were still actually in school. And then, I said, okay, what is something that can make a difference and get that something that can be immortalized? That's actually what was in my head. So why not write a diary? I first thought, okay, if I write a diary, that's going to be really boring because there's nothing I'm doing at home. But with the collaboration of course, the team they're really great at what they're doing in design, especially creatives, all these IT related stuff that I cannot do because I'm only good at the content part, I may say. So that's actually what brought about everything.
Nice. All right. What maybe we can tell the story of maybe one particular person that you featured on COVID Diaries. Just to give an example of what types of stories do we actually get to hear.
All right. So earlier you've been asking also who was our very first correspondent.
Right.
Interestingly enough, she's a French student from De La Salle University. So again, as Lorraine mentioned, we of course had to go through our connections first because at first COVID Diaries wasn't something that was known. We again did not expect that we would be really doing something great right now, and we're really very blessed and thankful. So I asked her if she was willing to write, and then she said yes because she was a student who had to leave during the period that I think the last day that foreigners were allowed to go back to their countries. Mm-hmm. So she agreed to share the actual experiences that they are facing there. So it's different because, of course, we hear a lot of news.
Yes.
That's fake, that's true, but coming from first-hand experience, that's really different. It's really something else. So from there, we were able to find through Lorraine a lot of more leads, and then we decided to categorize them into individuals, speculators, students, frontliners, businesses, even businesses who are actually doing their part to help, like send food, create PPEs. And fortunately, I think the story about our French student inspired other foreigners to also share their stories as well. That's why Lorraine did mention that we have someone from Nepal and also someone from India as well.
All right. So this since we Dor mentioned that she's a millennial partner, all right, and part of her advocacy is mentoring, all right. Thank you for doing that, no? And we share in that passion, no. I'm interested to hear from our younger friends, how have these stories impacted you, no? So it's one thing, okay, you get to do the stuff you like in terms of prod, in terms of creative work. But in terms of the essence of the story, how have these impacted you personally? Maybe we can start with Migs. Migs, how has it touched you? Yeah.
Well, since I've been editing a lot of the pubs and also the videos, so I've been watching them. I've been reading all over it, and then one first few weeks I realized that uh, I'm so lucky that I'm here at home, just doing a lot of stuff, just doing these stuff. But those frontliners out there and those who who are out there who are saving lives, they're risking their lives. It's just off. It's just very sad. And also, um, recently we've been doing interviews from other countries. So it's very touching about their stories because you would really know that they're really experiencing sadness, anxiety, and a lot of mental health stuff. So that's why recently we started the mental health campaign. So this is really a big thing for me because before I've also been experiencing anxieties and uh, those overthinking and a lot of things that other people are experiencing right now during the ECQ. So with that, I must, in terms of our work and creatives, when we're editing a lot of stuff, we make it much more uh, happy, personal for them, so that they could relate to whatever the content is or whatever we are producing. Yeah.
All right. Great. What about you, Trish? Because you work closely together with Migs dyan sa producing video material for this channel. What is the impact of this project on you?
Actually, it has a large impact po talaga, like personally, and even here at home. Since I'm with my family, I was able to share to them these stories, and they were also inspired about it. And from that, we also like started our like personal initiatives as a family to help the people, like frontliners and the unfortunate people who are struggling right now due to the pandemic.
So as a family, you have parang been moved also into some form of action, no? That's of course within means right now. Okay. Then Lorraine? Sorry, go ahead. Sige, Trish.
Like hearing the stories of people and um like having that kumbaga po parang from those people who had that first-hand experience, parang nakakaano po talaga, parang sobrang inspiring to do something about it kahit po sa maliit na bagay lang na makakatulong kami. And Miss Dor really like helped us and motivated us and guided us to do something about this.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Bridge. Lorraine?
For me, first I'm very thankful to Miss Dor for giving me this opportunity because it made me learn na it's not just me and a few of my friends who share the same beliefs and the same principles. There's actually a lot more people out there, whether you're coming from the same school, the same university, or a different one, or a different industry, perhaps. Parang this made me converse with them in a way. Now we're able to relate with the same beliefs, the same structures, the same opinions. And for me, that's like a huge part of my personal and professional growth. And apart from that, I also think it's nice because it's like a stepping stone to make our society not feel divided.
Isolated, yeah.
The tendency is because the tendency kasi in times like this, there's a lot of distractions and discriminations happening not only online but in real life as well. And I think COVID Diaries was an avenue for me to at least express a little bit of my sentiments. Now we shouldn't be divided as a community and as a country, and we should voice out whatever we feel and the principles we uphold, and not dwell so much on the negativity and the toxic things that's happening around. Because at the end of the day, we're fighting coronavirus disease. We're fighting the situations that distract us from having a stable mental health, and we're fighting for the principles we uphold. And it's just very humbling to be able to do this with Miss Dor and with the other people behind COVID Diaries.
Wow, I'm heartened by what you're saying, Lorraine, particularly that you're the youngest in the group. And this project is really meant for your generation, to inspire you, to drive you, to make a better world when you are handling the reins of this country already. And it's very inspiring to hear this from you, one so young and so driven. And you probably are impacted by this the most because research ka eh. You're in the thick of things, di ba? You are actually building the content for this platform and all of the stories. Maybe Diane can answer.
Just me.
Yeah. Of course.
It's not just me doing research. There's Christopher also.
Ayan, si Chris. Ang katukayo mo. Baka si Diane, this is a question, maybe just leading into Chris's question also, or leading from Chris's question. Pero this is meant to be, a project for the young to listen to and to engage with. What do you think is the hook of COVID Diaries, a millennial collaboration, di ba? What is your hook for the young? Ayan, Diane, baka you can answer that. Does it speak to you personally?
Yes. Actually, in our team, we always have this parang phrase or motto na we made into our hook of COVID Diary. So this thing has been turned into a segment which is called yung #JustChill. So at first kasi we really showcase yung mga different happenings around the world, and hindi naman may iwasan na yung iba talaga medyo on the sad part because it affects many people. And so we wanted to balance this out by bringing out yung #JustChill namin, those series na to bring positivity amidst this pandemic. And we have features, especially also our ambassadors who are with us weekly to give yung mga tips to de-stress, and saktong-sakto siya for this month kasi mental health awareness.
Perfect.
I was looking at the page. I've been browsing through the page, so you had a #JustChill 808 studio. I think there's a dance.
Yeah.
Oh, and then you have Brendan. He was playing. Does he play the piano? Something?
Shout out to Brendan.
Yes, he has a series.
He has his own vlog.
Brendan.
Yes.
Si Brendan. So may brand ambassadors kayong tinatawag. And you have a lot of partners. no, that are on your platform. Okay. Well, with the time we have left, siguro, how can the community, not just the Ateneo community, no, of course, no,
The Lasal community.
yes, no, and the Lasal community,
Yes.
yeah. So how can they contribute to this effort?
Yeah.
Maybe Dor?
Oh, so we would like to call on your platform to also help us by extending this initiative through your media, because we are using digital media and we need help through radio also, for us to be able to reach out to others. So maybe if people would just like to share their stories, or if they would want to even be a contributor in terms of writing, or have, they're actually, just to share with you, there have been some who have been messaging us for help as well. So we recently came up with this content board wherein we announce or post whatever help is being asked from us.
That's
so
right. That's right.
anything that the citizens need, all right, because everyone's busy doing operations. We need additional help from your platform to be able to help us boost this more, for us to collaborate as well, that it's not just digital, but it also does come with live stream and radio. And yes, we would love to discuss more about how we can do this.
Yes. So you call it the Citizens Board, no? Ayan, I think.
Yes, we call it the Citizens Board.
So right now we have a contact from Pampanga who's doing some fundraising for chemo.
Wow, that's very much needed, no? That's one sector kasi na hindi masyadong napapansin. I know, I personally, I'm very close to somebody who has to go to twice a week dialysis during this time of COVID. It's very high risk for people like them already with pre-existing conditions to be out and about. So ito yung mga hindi masyadong napagtutuunan ng pansin. So that's a very important, I guess, initiative. Now, as you mentioned, Ms. Dor, you would like, of course, for the platform to expand its reach, and I'm pretty sure we can collaborate. Radyo Katipunan can collaborate with you, and even the Jesuit Communications can collaborate with you para mas lalo natin mapalawig ang COVID Diaries, the Millennial collaboration. All right. But if people want to also partner up with you, how do they get in touch with you, Ms. Darlene?
All right. So basically, can I ask Migs to assist me with that?
So, can I share screen something?
Sure.
Yes, all the collateral. So,
Very good.
Napansin ko nga yung ibang collateral, si Dor mismo yung model eh.
kami yan.
Kung kailangan nyo rin ng models, pwede rin kami.
That's nice.
Oh, naman.
Yeah, so there's Juliet. She was the one you mentioned as your first feature.
Yeah.
Juliet Hero.
So yeah, like what we said earlier, recently we've been gathering stories. These are the sample posters that we have.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Wow, ganda.
You know?
So,
ayan, si Brendan.
Brendan Barcena, all right.
So here it goes. You can contact us to our social media pages, or you can email
There you go.
coviddiaries.ph@gmail.com. And you can also call this number, which goes to Dor. So,
Is it a hotline of sorts? The mobile number?
the mobile number.
Yeah, but it's preferable for us to be able to, because we might be accepting or getting a lot of information, and we also want to be able to attend to them immediately. So the best way would be through Facebook and email, because Chris is from Ateneo. Is the one who's also helping monitor these in the back office of the back operation.
So that's coviddiaries.ph@gmail.com. Coviddiaries, one word, .ph@gmail.com. All right. And the Facebook page is also COVID Diaries, COVID Diaries PH. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. On Facebook. Nice.
Yeah.
You're saying, sorry, kapatid.
Yeah. No, so si Chris Go, he's the one from Ateneo. Tama?
Yeah. And Richie Tagle.
Richie, okay. So para it would also be easy for us to communicate with them even after maybe things sort of go into the new normal, no? For sure, these things naman, this isn't something just for the ECQ, eh. It starts in the ECQ, but the help we can extend, the collaborations that we can do will definitely go beyond this period, no?
Mm-hmm. We actually have translators as well. If you notice our posts, if you notice our posts, we realize that we just can't write in the English language. So we decided, both of them are Ateneans as well, Nino and also another translator. Yeah, her name is Angela.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So basically, they help translate all of these
the entries from other countries.
Not the other countries, but it's really highlights rather.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See.
They're also Athenians.
Okay. Kami kasi ni Cholo, we do Greek and Latin translations, pero baka walang silbinicado. Yeah. So,
yes. Mga dead languages. May expertise.
Sanskrit, mga ganun.
No, this really has been a unique pleasure for us. I'm pretty sure Chris will agree. A lot of it is also inspiring for me because parang we are coming together during this time of COVID-19. There are no more barricades between universities, di ba? Ateneo is working very closely with LaSalle, and we are all taking a stand about the different issues that are facing our country. And di ba, we are coming up with great initiatives, and this one for sure is going to be one of the better ones. And thank you, Ms. Darlene, for reaching out to us and for guesting on our show today. So COVID Diaries, a Millennial collaboration. Watch out for more from this channel. You can check them out on Facebook at COVID Diaries PH. And please continue to engage and please continue to tell the stories of everybody who is particularly on the forefront of this war against COVID-19. Maraming salamat to all of you.
Salamat sa inyo. All right.
Thank you very much.
Yes, and to your time, thank you. And let's keep in touch now, definitely. And let's do what we can together.
Yay!
Right.
Animo!
Animo Lasal.
Let me end this by saying, thank you. Let me end this by saying that we are ending the Ateneo school year for the Leola schools tomorrow. So it will be an auspicious day of sorts for the undergrads and the graduates, even the graduating seniors and super seniors. It's practically their last day tomorrow as Ateneans. Of course, as we wait for news on whether or not we are going to be having the formal baccalaureate commencement exercises, rather. But technically, tomorrow is the last day for school year 2020. So we are going to be having some surprises. We have some surprises for the students. So do stay tuned to this channel, Radyo Katipunan, and also through all of the official Ateneo channels, the Ateneo de Manila website, Facebook, the Ateneo Student Blue Board. We have a surprise. The school has a surprise for all of you, the students.
Wow.
We'll tell you more about that. Hindi pa alam, no, kapatid. Surprise talaga. Sige.
Surprise.
So, yun.
All right.
We bid you well, all of the students. It was a weird semester, but we all will come through this together. Maraming salamat. All right. Kapatid, ikaw, any final messages?
No. So, just everyone take care. Let's keep in touch. Ito sa Radyo Katipunan. Follow us on our Facebook page. We'll see each other next week, probably. Right?
Yes.
And baka lang dito sa mga friends natin, do any of you sing and have original songs? We also have another show where we feature musical talent. So, Si Dor, feeling ko kumakanta rin to eh. Parang,
Yes, agree po. Yes, Dor.
nasa buhok eh.
Miss si Brendan kumakanta po.
Oh, yeah.
Ayan.
Si Bea din po ata.
Si Bea, alright. Yeah,
We'll keep that in mind. We will keep you in mind.
Yeah, we'll start a chat group of sorts and then let's keep in touch there. Okay, so well, with that, again, thank you very much, the team of COVID-19 Diaries PH. God bless you in your work. And kapatid, may isa pa tayong meeting.
That's right. So thank you so much for joining us for Atin Yan for this week. We'll see you all again. Stay safe, stay well, stay inside. Maraming salamat po and have a great Thursday ahead. Thanks, guys. See you soon. Stay well. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Atin Yan. Catch the latest news about the latest happenings in and around the Ateneo. Atin Yan. Be in the know and get to know persons and personages in the Ateneo. Atin Yan. Atin Yan. Ateneo Yan. Atin Yan.
My